sense, that's good news because while it's always possible that an earthquake could be a foreshock, Loma Prieta did a very effective job of releasing most of the stress along this section of the fault. If we look to the south, the creeping section of the fault, we don't think there's much risk there either because most of the deformation occurs as the the sides of the fault slip quietly past each other. Occasionally you'll get an earthquake about a magnitude 5, 5.5, but we don't think there's a potential there either for a very large earthquake. So this morning's earthquake, if I had to bet, I would say that this is it. A magnitude 5, there'll probably be a healthy aftershock sequence, and then we'll go back, wait another 5, 10 years and find another magnitude 5 at our doorstep.
Now, one area that's no stranger to earthquakes is Parkfield, California, in Monterey County, and there's a sign to prove it. Being called the earthquake capital of the world, this city has seen an earthquake with a magnitude 5.5 or higher every 22 years since 1857. The city has monitoring equipment in place so geologists can check the activity at a moment's notice. Now, the Earth and its atmosphere are making more news in the Central Valley today with record temperatures. We're going to be talking about that in just a few minutes. Walton Kelly, back to you.
All right, thanks, Angela.
Recapping what we do know this hour, not one but two sizable quakes hitting this morning at 7:03 and 7:10. They struck about 7 miles southeast of San Juan Bautista near Hollister. The larger quake measuring 5.3. Caltrans reports several cracks on some freeways between Gilroy and Hollister. There have been no reports of major damage, only one report of minor injury. We will have more on this morning's quake coming up here at 12:30, including a live report from San Benito County.
In other news today, a commuter nightmare in Orange County this morning. 17 people were injured and traffic was tied up for much of the morning on 5 freeway. This after a fiery crash involving a tractor trailer and 6 cars. The accident happened just before midnight. Officials say the driver swerved to avoid merging traffic and then hit 6 cars. Diesel fuel was then ignited by sparks from skidding tires. Many of the injured were trapped in their cars and had to be pulled to safety by other motorists. An investigation is underway, and the driver who started it all has not been charged. President Clinton back in Washington today after cutting his trip short to California. He returned this morning to meet with his advisors about the U.S. embassy bombings in Africa. The president has meetings scheduled with his national security advisors. They will update him on